Welcome to Trevor's Trains.
Something quite different today. I bought from Worldwide Scenics this, and it is a kit to produce a platform and a canopy, and it was all about £13, £14. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was in that range, which I thought was really helpful and competitive. So let's have a look and see what's inside this box.
So what is clear straight away, it's not going to be a particularly long platform. Whether you can buy any extensions or not, I don't know. But I only want it for a halt, so you've got the brickwork and you can see it's cut quite well there. And what you need for a nice little canopy over your small station.
Let's see how easily they come out. I'm just running a craft knife around the station platform. I've done that one once before, so my only thought initially is just the length of this platform, but then you have got the little side pieces, so you can see that just easily slots into there, and then you've got the side pieces. It seemed very straightforward to put it together. I wonder whether I should paint them up before I put it all together or afterwards. I don't. Probably individually before, rather than while they're in this sort of sprue thing that's there. But I'm reasonably impressed so far. The instructions only cover the making of the canopy, so there's nothing about the platform bit, and I am wondering, are the little end bits here just if you wish to have not have a slope at the end of the platform, or if so, how did it fit together there? We've got the slopey down bits. Is that the technical expression, slopey down bits? I don't know whether you can see. That would fit there, but the platform would be there. But the ends of this are, can you see? The ends of this aren't straight, so whether you'd have to cut them so that you could join on there, I'm not quite sure. I'll work it out. Cutting out the bits on the canopy, one thing I noticed is it's very fine, so it could easily be broken, and there isn't a spare one, but we'll see. But that is something that I did spot, that I thought, well, maybe you could easily snap one of these things here that is so fine. Well, I got everything out. Nothing was broken, even the fine little bits. I shouldn't have worried, they were fine. I decided to give the pieces an initial coat, and then I might give them a follow-up coat later on when I put it together, but I might just do this just to start it off. I've given all the parts a couple of coats of paint. Now let's try and glue it together. Well, I've glued that down, and I'm just waiting for the little side bits to dry. Despite my concern, it does fit together quite well, and I'm now beginning to uh, glue together some of the little bits that slot in to create the canopy. One small issue is I do find some of the diagrams very faint, maybe bold. Up here it's really nice and bold, but on this sheet here, for lower down, it is a little bit harder to see. Just a small point. And it does appear that the slots are absolutely perfect and they're slotting together very well indeed. In fact, I've only got two there and it's standing up quite happily. So I'm impressed with that. And I've put them all together now, but some of them aren't quite the same height. That one's perfect, that one's perfect, that one's not quite. But it's the way maybe I've done it, but we'll see. Just glued on the beam that goes across and joins all the different stanchions together. I've given it another coat of paint, and I actually only needed to snip a tiny little bit off to have that level so it stands. This I've now completed and it all looks okay. So yeah, just got to put on the canopy and then stick it on. I've got some clear plastic which I'm going to stick inside here. It's just from the inside there to the outside, it's just under 2 centimeters. So I'm just going to cut a strip and then glue them in because I think it will look so much better glazed. I don't know whether you can tell, but it is now all glazed, and I'm glad I have done that little bit of extra. Next time you see it, it'll be finished. So the finished thing is here. So what are my thoughts? It cost me just under £20 for postage and packing, which I think to be able to get a platform, a little canopy like this, I think that's reasonable. I did think at first it would do as an island station, but of course you can see that the brickwork is designed just for being on one side. So that's a point to consider. I think other people with more skill would put it together better than I have. It's okay. It's maybe not my forte putting kits together. I'm glad I did glaze it. And I think it is doable. But as I say, I think possibly taking a little bit more care than I did would get better results. But overall, I think it's a great addition to the TT120 range of accessories. I think a lot of people will get hold of this, and I wish them well. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, put a comment underneath just to say what you think about this little venture into WW Scenics, into our scale. Bye bye.